It is actually like, oh, woodpecker. It's literally like -4 degrees. Look at how cold this is. We're gonna sit and have a chit chat. Don't know why I'm filming this video outside. You can hear birds. I haven't slept, it's like 8 AM and I was just like, okay, let's just film now. I basically wanted to film this video for like a year, and I feel like now's the right time, because why not? Okay, so what I'm talking about today is the truth about me and Jordan. I'm pretty much just going to give you guys a massive timeline of what happened through the whole year of us kind of like hanging out. Anyway, we're basically just going to get straight into it. So, I'm going to run you guys through a whole year timeline and tell you how I met Jordan, how we first met, or how we ended up filming our first video together, and, you know, how we became brothers, and basically just tell you what's true, what's real, what's not. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first time I met Jordan was in summer 2019. Pretty much I made friends with Kami like 4 or 5 months before the summer. And then I ended up meeting Jordan in August at an event, and I stayed at Kami's house. Obviously Jordan lived there, and you know, I went downstairs in the morning and Jordan was sat downstairs. I was just like, yo, you're alright. We just spoke. He knew of me, and I knew of him. I used to watch his YouTube videos like when I was younger, so I was like low-key a fan of him. So that's something we joked about when we first started being friends. But we just started getting on, to be fair, when we were speaking. We were quite similar people, like we were just quite up for doing whatever, and we ended up becoming mates. And we spoke one day at Ben Morris's birthday party. It was his birthday and we were in a club, and Jordan was like, we were just messing around saying how me and Jordan should film YouTube videos, and I was like, yeah, I'm down. And we said about doing a 24-hour night challenge in Thorpe Park or somewhere, like Costco. I said I was down, he said he was down. So that idea was born, and that is how the first video idea came about. So anyway, we planned to like that video, and then when I went to his house, we kind of like planned other videos. Like I came up with the idea of tinfoiling Kami's room. So we literally tinfoiled his whole room, and it was kind of jokes. I think that was the first video we made. But we just planned those videos, and we came to the conclusion that if we pretended that we were brothers, it would get some views. You know, it would do well. People would be interested, and we could make some good like brother content, because it was so weird. Like me and Jordan got close so quickly. Like he literally was my brother within like 2 weeks of knowing him. It was kind of crazy. So that's kind of what happened. We just pretended that we were brothers, and we came up with a little storyline, and then in the videos we would just refer to each other as brothers. So we tinfoiled Kami's room. We then did an overnight challenge in Thorpe Park. He then went through my DMs. We were just filming those types of videos that we already posted. So at this point, we started getting quite a lot of views, and it started going really well. And obviously, I didn't live in London at this point. I still lived in Somerset, which is like 3 hours away. So Jordan was like, just live here, like just live in the house. And I was like, okay, like I'm already friends with everybody. Me living there was it's just a bit weird, do you know what I mean? Because he basically was just there like, oh, it'd be calm, like it's my room, you can just stay in my room. So we basically just got me like a blow up bed, and I moved all of my stuff to his room, and I just lived there for like a month. As you can probably guess, the rest of the people in the house were a bit like, they weren't like bad about it, but they were just a bit like, you know how you'd feel if someone just randomly moved into your house? You'd be like, it's a bit weird, do you know what I mean? So I felt kind of bad in a sense, because like they're my friends, but then, you know, I felt like it was a bit weird, do you know what I mean? Like I didn't want to make them feel uncomfortable. Anyway, he was just saying it was alright, because we were just making these videos, and we really enjoyed making the videos, to be fair. They were doing really well. And then we ended up going back to Brighton for a weekend. This is where things started to go a bit downhill. We went to Brighton because that's where he's from, and I just stayed with him for a couple days, and I remember we went to like these casinos and stuff, and it didn't really end very well. Your boy ended up losing a lot of money, and it then just, yeah, it was just a bit bad. I then really couldn't afford to do a lot of things. Like Christmas came around and we just stopped talking and just stopped like planning videos. Like I went home for Christmas, and then I just felt really weird about the whole situation. I don't really know why. Like we didn't really fall out, but I just got like, he's already spoken about it in the video, so I'll speak about it, but like he couldn't really afford to, you know, pay the rent for like the house, and then I obviously was living in the same room, so it just got a bit like, not really know what's going on. And then I also got into a relationship at the end of December, so I just kind of like didn't really want to film any videos. I kind of just wanted to focus on my relationship, which I guess you can kind of argue for, but again, kind of a silly thing for me to do, do you know what I mean? So you cut a couple of months forward, I think it was like June, and we had a call, and we had a Skype call, and we were just planning loads of videos and just chatting and just catching up, and we were serious about redoing the videos that we used to do, because they did really well. They got a lot of views, you guys loved them, we enjoyed making them. Now the thing is about all of the videos that we filmed prior to this, so like at the end of December, I've gone home after filming all these videos. We probably filmed like 15 videos. A lot of them obviously were staged. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't really understand that we were there creating content for the entertainment. We weren't creating the content for like it to be real. There was a video where he catfished me and like met me. It wasn't even a random girl, it was actually Kami's cousin. But yeah, like that video was all staged. Obviously, like I knew that I was sat like actually replying to the DMs, like I was never catfished. And also same with like him following me around, like obviously that was all planned. I don't think I'd ever make that type of content again. I feel like I like being straight up and real with you guys and like honest with my content. I get comments on the daily that literally they're like, you got catfished, haha, and I'm just there like, what? Like, do you actually believe that? But anyway, so we filmed all those videos, and then June comes along and we're on these calls, and I'm literally just there like, COVID's around, right? So we can't do anything, can't meet up anywhere. And he wasn't living in the house in London with everybody because he couldn't afford the rent. So I was like, okay, you can come down and stay at my family home and we'll film videos here. So I end up going up to Brighton and to like see him for a couple of days, and to travel back with him to my house. And we ended up going and playing poker, where I then lost a lot of money again. So I didn't have any money when we got back to my house. So we brought all his stuff to my house, and he stayed here for like a week. We sat and we planned videos, but the environment to film these videos was not the best. We were obviously in a household with my sister, my mum and my dad, 2 dogs. Like my parents both were working from home because of COVID, so it was just a big cramped house. Like my house isn't small, but for the videos we wanted to make, we also couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't film any videos outside, so we just really struggled. And I also had no money because I lost it all gambling. So we're at that stage now, by the way. That was a chapter of my life which was quite interesting. He stayed for a week. We filmed a video or 2, and it just really wasn't working, and we just really couldn't like make it work, which is a shame because obviously like we really enjoyed doing that, but COVID just really messed it all up and we couldn't really do a lot. But that we never really fell out. Yeah, like he just went back to Brighton and did his own thing, and I just did my own thing. Yeah, like that's kind of it really. Nothing else really happened, like apart from the fact that I literally would just gamble my money away. Like whenever I earned any money, I would just gamble it away for like the 6-7 months. It was kind of crazy. I was a bit of an idiot. When I was staying at the house, I was literally sleeping on this little blow-up mattress next to his bed, and we would literally wake up, we would like order food, or we'd go and get food. We would then come home, plan a video, film a video, edit the video, and we'd do one each. Go sleep, wake up, repeat. Well, we just grinded, and it was so fun, it was so good, and we just film TikToks and just mess around, and that kind of that type of vibe. Yeah, I think if we had our own place or something, it probably would have gone a lot better, but obviously because of the situation, it didn't go as well. But there was no hard feelings between me and Jordan. Like, we're still mates. Neither of us did anything wrong to the other person, and unfortunately we are not brothers. It's bloody freezing. But yeah, you guys can now stop asking me if we're brothers or not. I'm sorry if you guys really believed it. I hate making this video. I feel like I'm gonna break so many hearts. But yeah, it was such a crazy like 7-8 months. Like, we're filming all these videos and doing this and that, and it was just crazy. But I just felt like it was getting to a stage where we were making certain people feel a bit uncomfortable, and we weren't really doing it all ourselves, you know. We were either in someone else's company or like my family home company, do you know what I mean? Like, it was a bit of a mess. But if you can't already tell, we're back on the YouTube grind. If you haven't already noticed when we posted my videos, I'm just struggling for content because of COVID, but I'm getting there. I don't know how I just spoke for so long at 8 AM when I have had literally no sleep. The view is absolutely beautiful though. Drop this video a like, you know, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.